but perhaps from her corner.
Coach realised that we've bitten off a little too much. Well, we didn't see too much of Yum Nam, but what we did see, she looked pretty sharp. Interesting to see how she goes in the final. Not much of a warm-up for her though, unfortunately.
But we still have a match here again of the same two countries, Hong Kong, China fighting India.
This time Monica Devi from India against Zhang Huilan. Sure, the fighters got caught out there. Weren't expecting that. Let's hope they're warmed up and ready to go. Two fighters here that we don't know too much about.
Field judge Alexander from Kazakhstan. 红方队员莫妮卡来自印度。The right side, Monica from India.
Monica Devi, India.
Huilan Zhang from Hong Kong, China.
India in red, Hong Kong in blue. Let's hope that this will be a tighter contest. Here we go then, women's 56 kilogram category.
Neither fighter engaging yet. Really trying to size each other up there. And the platform referee admonishing them for not immediately stopping when he called to break. Clearly both fighters not wanting to give away too much ground.
Cagey starts.
So we've gone a few fights where there's a slip. We've gone a few fights where we haven't seen a lot of clinching. We haven't seen the platform referees have to.
Nice right hand from the Indian.
Both fighters off the platform. Bit of a slow start in this first 50 seconds of the fight. Maybe fighters warming up a bit to each other in the late tie.
Uncharted waters, perhaps. They've never met before, don't know each other.
Zhang getting the first takedown there. Both fighters being admonished for clinching again. Looks to prefer punching. Hasn't been able to get into a good punching distance there compared to Monica's hands that look a little bit slower if we watch, and I think that's why we see such a low scoring round here in our first round.
Both fighters very careful early on here. Not giving too much away. But at the moment it is Monica Devi, India.
But not by much, Simon. Zhang could really mount a charge in the last 10 seconds and make a difference in the round, but I'm not sure she's aware of that.
As we count this one down, no drama. It will be the Indian fighter takes the lead in this bout. Certainly reason to believe that this is still a wide open affair.
Well, anytime you have a fighter that fought for the 2 minutes, and they only scored 1 point on the round, and it means that they didn't have a lot of scorable technique out there against a fighter who really mounted 3 or 4 points. So both of these fighters have room to grow in the fight. What we can see is that both of them did a good job of protecting being taken off the lei tai. They didn't lose points in that way, but not a lot of scorable technique on the lei tai. Probably one of our lower scoring rounds this morning for the whole session. So let's see if they're able, maybe they've gotten a little of the nerves off with that first round.
Shaken off the cobwebs, so to speak.
See if Tsang is going to make a comeback like we've seen earlier this morning with our other fighter.
Second round begins.
Starts on the front foot anyway. Has to find an uppercut, but that's blocked.
There's a nice uppercut from Tsang.
She tried it earlier, but was blocked. This time she finds her way through.
So here again, we're in the first point was penalty for Red holding too long. But before that, we're first 30 seconds of the fight, no points for either fighter. Finally, we're getting some points on the board. A nice takedown there for Tsang. So
Tsang looks as though she'd been caught on the way in, but no
and
points
another
given.
takedown for Tsang.
Well, looked like a painful one as well.
Yeah. Some pretty flexible knees there for Monica. So we see Tsang really trying to be more of an aggressor in the fight here. And the second penalty for Monica for holding.
Trying to time her as she came in there with that left hand. And again, not enough power.
Third penalty for holding for
the Indian fighter. Far more aggressive here in this second round. Tsang has paid off for her. Comfortable lead here. We move into the last 30 seconds.
So whether it's a question of not knowing what to do now that Tsang is a little bit more active, but when you have a fighter that's received 3 admonishments for holding and they won the first round, it lets you know that they're not putting a lot of technique out there on lei tai. But very clearly, Tsang is going to take the second round and will be in store for a third round.
We'll certainly have to up her game in that third round, Monica.
Look at the confidence in Tsang's swagger.
Far too passive there, the Indian. And
in at least 3 of the judges, she didn't mount any points.
So taking full advantage there. I don't know what they said during the break after that first round, but it certainly paid off.
My knees wouldn't have taken that.
My knees would be on their way to Beijing now.
So in this instance, Tsang knows that she just pretty decisively won the second round. She has everything to gain by coming in. Same strategy.
Massive confidence boost.
Absolutely. The taller climb is for Monica. if it's a matter of energy, she's now in a third round, but we didn't see a lot of technique from her in that second round.
Important that the coach tries to instill some confidence back in his fighter during the break.
The third round begins.
And she's trying to get some
Pick her off
hands
with
out there.
that
She's trying to,
right hand, and it's a decent right hand by the look of it.
sure.
She can find the targets.
And she got the takedown.
Well, that makes things interesting.
We see a
Fighters on the board.
little bit of the form that we saw the first round from Monica, which is good to see, to make this a competitive round for her. It's a kind of messy takedown there, but Zhang ended up earning it. More of a loss of balance.
And on the back of that, she noses ahead. Still plenty of time, though, for Monica to turn this around. Trying again with that looping right hand. Getting some joy.
It's a good takedown for her to give her a couple of points with the sort of
Combination of that left hook and the Hong Kong fighter being off balance.
we've seen Monica throw more hands, and it's made the difference for her here.
Far busier in this third round.
Sung looks to be pretty open for the points. At will, Monica's been able to score with that left hand, sometimes the right. Good push kick there. And she needs to hang on.
Things getting really interesting now inside the last minutes. 40 seconds remaining.
It's promising to see the energy that Monica has here. Neither competitor scoring in this clinch, but time ticking down.
The stronger finish is going to win this fight.
And a takedown.
Well, the way things are shaping up, could be a win for India here. Still time for one last twist in the tail, though.
Monica has really mounted here. There again, not a lot of speed, but effective punches for her.
Sung wide open as she's coming in. She's getting found by those right hands.
And we're down to the last 9 seconds. She's able to hold on to this. She will have been able, as a slip for Zhang, untimely slip for her.
That should just about do it for Monica Devi. And the gong brings this fight to a close.
And she has to be happy about being able to mount a defense in the third round after.
Oh, a stark contrast to the second, where she was extremely passive. Maybe she was saving everything for that final round. Once she'd fallen behind, conserving her energy, if that was the case, certainly did pay off. So Monica Devi from India into the final in the women's 56 kilogram class.